Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Fathi from another video from your favorite course, Analytical SQL. Today we will have some cases on lecture 4. If you didn't watch it, please watch it first. We took the overclose in it. We took the aggregate function, how to use it with the overclose and partition by instead of group by, and we showed the difference between them. Today we'll have some hands-on examples for the aggregate function with partition by, the sum, average, and count. We have a small case now. The customer wants us to analyze some data for the purchase for his customers. And if you see that the table, we have a purchase ID, which is the ID of each purchase. We have the customer ID, which is the ID of the customer 101, 102, 103. We see it's replicated. So every customer made more than one order, the purchase date, and the purchase amount. What does he want? The first requirement for us will be he want to count all the calculations for this customer. So you need another column says this customer made 3 orders, this customer made 4 orders, and so on. Then the second thing he want to see if this order, how much percentage does it make from the total purchase of this customer. So for example, if he made 500 and 500, so the total will be 1000. So the first purchase was 50% of his total. Why would he want that? Actually, he will need this for a lot of reasons. For example, to see if it make a high percentage and it was too early and then this customer dropped his purchase, so we need to know why did he dropped. If it's a late one, so I want to make some offers for him to stay on his high performance and so on. And at the end, you want the average spending for this customer. Okay, let's start. So we need to select dot asterisk, for example, and count asterisk over. You need to put the partition by and what partition by customer ID. So he showed me this customer made 3 counts, this customer made 2, this customer made 3. And the question you will get, why we didn't make it by group by? Would group by give us this count with this conditions without a subquery? Let's try. First, to make a group by, we need to select all the column names exactly. So purchase ID, customer ID, purchase date. Oops. Um, and we will put the overclose. We'll remove it. And you need to group by all of them. Okay. What you will get for this group by, you will get 1, 1, 1, 1. Why? Because it group by all the row. Okay, what if you want to group by only the customer? So you will remove this, remove this. You will get an error. Why? Because as we said, you can't group by a column not in the select. All the column in the select should be in the group by. So if you want all the rows and you want to have this count beside it, you need partition by or you will use subquery. Now let's go to the second requirement, which is this purchase, how much percentage of the total purchase. To make this calculation, you need to divide this purchase by the total purchase of this customer only. How can we do this? So the purchase amount of now, it's purchase amount, oops, divided by the total purchase of this customer. So you will make the sum of purchase amount over partition by customer ID. As for example, percentage spending. Let's try. As you see here, 22%, now 100, 33%, and so on. This number is so bad and you want to make round, you can apply the round easily for this equation, round, and put comma 2, and as you see, you got the round. What if you want to make it as a percentage? You can multiply by 100. So everything is allowed here. The third requirement, which is calculate the average for this customer. How can we calculate the average? You will make the average purchase amount. It's so easy now. Oops. And of course, don't forget the over. If you made like this, it will make an average of all. 1 second. It will make the average of all the company together. If you need this, okay, but the question was for each customer. So you need to make partition by. I'm trying to give you all the umbrella so you can know what to use, when to use. Partition by customer ID. And now we finished our question and finished the requirement. Here you can see the requirement for the customer. You can take it and give it to him. Now let's go to case 2. The case 2, we got a supplier. The supplier made delivery dates expected and actual. So he should deliver the supply on this date, but actually he delivered it by this date. Here he wants you to count all the deliveries of this supplier and also how many times was he late. Why? Because if he's always late, we should make some action, we apply some penalty, or we give him some offers if he deliver early. If he is always on time, we will be okay with it. If he is sometimes late, sometimes not late, we can make some action also. So, how to make this in SQL? Let's make this node and as here. First, the count asterisk is actually easy. We already made it before. Over partition by supplier ID. This will count all the transaction for this supplier. And now we want to count only for the times he was late. You can use case when inside the count, right? So what can you write? You can write count case when actual delivery date was more than the expected, so now he is late. Consider it by 1, so you will count the 1. You can consider it by anything. Then 1, else null, so it will not count null. As you know, the count doesn't count null. And end, don't forget this word. This will show how many times all the company was late. But if you want to make it for each customer, you will make over partition by supplier ID, and now we forgot the comma here. Of course, don't forget to give it an alias delivery. And now you see this customer made total count by 2, but he was late once. This customer is always late. This customer is never late. And now you can give it to the business so they can take action upon your query. Can you imagine how much it would be hard to make it without analytical SQL if you make it only with SQL? It would be so hard actually. But now, thanks to analytical SQL, it made our life much easier. Now we want to the last case, we want to the end of our video sadly, waiting for you for lecture 5, waiting for you for another video. Bye.